It says I am live. Am I live? I hope I'm alive. My hand made me some iced coffee. I'm a sucker for marketing, I guess. Products. I love. Oh, I almost dropped it. I love DC and Starbucks cups. I don't know why. I buy them. It's stupid. I hate it. I have too many of these things. But look how cute it is. Oh, it's got the colors. Ah, look at the design on that. Scrumptious. I love it. Anyway, hi guys. I see I've got 2 people hanging out with me already. It's good to see you. I have a comment already. Pepperoni. What? Why, Eric Walker? Why did you say pepperoni? Are you eating lunch? I didn't say pepperoni, did I? Why? Hi, Callie Grace. Isn't it cute? Always half full. And it's homemade iced coffee. Make some cold brew at home. And then what I do, I cheat a little bit. After I typed it in the wrong text field. I mean, you're right, Eric Walker. Pepperoni. It's never a bad time to say pepperoni, because I agree with you. Pepperoni. So I cheat a little bit. I make my cold brew. I've got a brew filter. It's called like BREU or something, or BRUW. I don't know. It's a weird word. It's a misspelling of the word brew is what I'm saying. And you make the cold brew coffee with it. And I put it in a pitcher, and then I put it in the fridge. And then every day when I make hot coffee in our French press, this is the French press, and we don't drink all of that coffee, I'll pour what remains into the iced coffee. It's the same, right? It's the same thing. It's not cheating. I wish I had some pepperoni, Callie Grace. Me too. I'll tell you what. Bless me. There's a new pizza shop. Oh my goodness. There's a new pizza shop in Manayunk, and they've got these little pepperoni rolls. It's like a little baby stromboli, like a little baby boli, a baboli, and they're so delicious. They're great. So we have new books already from DC Comics. What? I got my shipment today from UCS, and I thought I would unbox them with you here today. So here we go. First of all, I hope you're all doing great. All iced coffee is old coffee. You are correct. So what do I want to? Am I coming through all right? Is this too loud? Here's the thing. No, on our YouTube, YouTube, on our Cult Pop YouTube page, Noel, one of my best buddies, Noel, he does these videos as well for Thunder Rounds, which are 60-second reviews, and he did an unboxing video for, speaking of Callie, for this Marvel box. It's got Callie's name on it, and it was so pleasant to watch. It was relaxed. He was just chatting. It was lovely, and I thought to myself, oh, I am way too energetic. I'm like yelling at people and stuff. Very different vibe. And now I'm self-conscious that I'm too loud. Volume is good. Thank you. All right. So all right. First things first. The UCS DC decision to leave Diamond and join UCS has been frustrating to say the least. They have done a cool thing, though. If you want something from Marvel, well, they give you a whole book, right? A whole previews book, which is great. What I wish they would do is also on top of that previews book, this thing. Where did I put it? Oh, yeah. So UCS, the new DC distributor, I have my own energy, and that's good. Thank you. I need that. DC sent me these today. And on one side, it is a little poster that you can hang up. And it's the Batman 3 Jokers book, which is coming out soon from Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok. And on the other side is a checklist. And basically, if you come into the shop and pick one of these up, or I imagine you might be able to print them out at home, you can go through and check out and check off the books that you want from me. You can just check them off as you want them. And it's many weeks. It's not like it's only the next week of books. So available Tuesday, August 4th. available Tuesday, August 11th, August 18th, August 25th. And then also there's a section for original graphic novels and a section for collected editions. And then down here, a section for box sets. Whoop, there we go. And as you can also see, there's a place for your name and your email and your phone number. So this is kind of cool. I would like both of these things. I would like Marvel with their previews catalog that you could flip through with the previews diamond book. And I would like these little checkoff boxes. I keep thinking of Star Trek every time I say checkoff. I think that would be great if Marvel did the book, and then maybe in the book you could just rip out this nice little checklist. That would be great to hand to your retailer. But then also on top of this, DC, I would also like a physical copy of the catalog so that I can. There have been so many times where a customer has come in and I say, "Are you a DC fan?" And they're like, "I'm looking for something to read." "Oh, great! Are you a DC fan?" "Awesome!" And I take the DC previews that I was getting from Diamond, and I would walk them through it. I would go page by page, and I'd be like, "Oh, look at this! Oh, you like Justice League? This Justice League story is coming up," and I have something to literally hand them and show them. This is the book that is coming up, and they go, "Oh, this looks cool." You can see the cover. It's got a description of the story in there. All this other stuff. While this is great, why would anyone who is not already reading Batman and the Outsiders check off Batman and the Outsiders number 15, right? If I'm not reading that book and there's nothing for me to look at to see what the book might look like or what the story might be, they're not going to check off a book they're not already reading. So that's my hubbub. So I think this is a great first step. I would like to see more of this from other distributors like Image and maybe Boom Studios. The bigger guys. Image, Boom, DC, Marvel, etc. So if this is something you would like me to put in your bin every time it comes to me, I will add this to your subscription so that you can go through and check these things off. But yeah, I'm just curious what you guys think about that. So you don't have to subscribe to a whole series if you're not sure. It's like an a la carte option. Oh yeah, I mean you can always do that. People do that all the time. For instance, I have somebody who says, "I want all Sean Murphy art. I love Sean Murphy." And then I get to go, "Oh look, Catwoman number 23 has a Sean Murphy cover." This Derek, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Derek likes Sean Murphy so much that he just give me all the all the Sean Murphy artwork, and then I can do that. And then some people come up and they say, "Oh, you know what? There's a series coming out, and I want to try it. Just give me the first issue. I don't want to subscribe to it. Just give me the first one." It can be a little frustrating as a retailer if someone only wants the first issue, because generally it's already time to order the second issue, sometimes even the third issue, by the time the first issue comes out. So then the deal is, if someone says, "Get me Catwoman number 1," I don't want to subscribe to it. I just want number 1. By the time number 1 comes out and they decide if they want it, then they come back and they ask me to subscribe them to it. And I already have to go back and hopefully get them issue number 2, which may or may not be out of print. So it can be a little tricky with stuff like that. But yeah, if someone wants a la carte issues, that happens all the time. You guys are more than welcome to get a la carte. Having to explain that is painful. That's why I'm here. There's a lot of things to explain. Not everybody knows the situation. My parents went away on a week's vacation. So anyway, all right, let's get started. That was a lot of preamble, as they say. Oh, you know what? I got a poster. I wonder if I should raffle it off or something. If anybody likes the Doom Patrol, Season 2, I got a big Season 2 poster. If anyone wants a Doom Patrol poster, let me know. Maybe I'll start raffling these off. I don't know. Maybe I could just give them away. But all right. So we got the DC Connect checklist, poster number 1, bundle of 50. That's in the box. Done. Next up, Catwoman number 23 comes out next Wednesday. And that is a cover by Sean Murphy, as I just mentioned a couple of seconds ago. What happens in the jungle slays in the jungle. Oh, okay, I like that. And this is by, whomst is it by? It's a secret. Oh, Blake Northcott and Sean Murphy. So Sean Murphy is also co-writer on this. Interesting. Yeah, Blake Northcott and Sean Murphy are credited as doing the story. Blake Northcott is the script, but Cian Tormey is the artist. So I wonder exactly what role Sean Murphy was playing with this book. I don't know. There's a character named Snowflame. What? I'm curious. I haven't been reading Catwoman. I read the first issue and I really liked it. And then I fell off because I do not have time to keep up with everything. But I do like that cover. Whoop. Hello, everyone, says Samuel David. Hello, Samuel David. So I got 2 copies of that. All right. Next week, also coming out, Dark Knight's Death Metal #2, of which I have several covers. This is usually back in the day, the variant covers are usually the ones that were all shiny. But with this series, the main cover is the shiny one. Chromium, they call it. It's a chromium cover. On a Highway to Hell. This is a big, crazy book. I really like the first issue. And I like that Wally West is back. Also, I like this map. They give you a nice map of the Dark Multiverse and the DC Universe, which I think it was where they got an actual map maker to draw it. And you can tell, man, this is a decent-ass map. I wonder if they're going to sell this map. This is quality mappage. As someone who worked on it, who's working on a map currently for a Kickstarter campaign for the Whiskerverse. It's a beard-based RPG game on Kickstarter. Maps are hard. I'm having a lot of trouble, but I'm finishing up. So let's see. How many copies of this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 copies of that one. And then the next, my chair is so squeaky. Can you hear that? Also, there is a Lobo variant cover or alternate cover. Which is a really nice digital painting. I gotta say, that's great. Now, who is this? It's got a little bit of Olivier Coipel, maybe Jerome Opeña. I wonder. Let's see. Does it tell us? Oh, I skipped to the last page and I spoiled it for myself. Ah, shoot. Well, anyway, I'm going to say this is Olivier Coipel. Or Jerome Opeña. I can't decide. Is it Jerome Opeña or Olivier Coipel? Shoot. I'm so sorry. This does not make for interesting watching, me flipping through an issue that you can't see. Where is who's going to tell me? Oh, here we go. Right. It was on the page with the map that I was literally just looking at. Lobo variant cover. By Jerome Opeña. I knew it was one of those guys. And I got 2, 4, 5 copies of that. Lobo variant. And then there's another alternate cover. And this one features Aquaman. Ooh. I'm a sucker for a world map and character cast list. Me too, Callie. I love a character list. Every issue should start off with not only a previously on, but the little pictures of the characters and what's happening with them. Just little bloops. You know what I mean? Tell me where I am and remind me who everyone is. Exactly. Samuel David. It's a cool Lobo cover, right? Jerome Opeña is great. He's a great artist. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Aquaman variants. And this one looks like David. Oh, yeah, this is David Finch. Very Finchian. Actually, it looks a little bit like David Porter. But yeah, it's got some Porter elements in there with the facial structure. But yeah, the inking is very David Finch. It's a David Finch book or cover. And the other cover that I have is the 1 in 25 variant cover. The others were alternate covers where I could order as many copies of those covers as I liked. This is an actual variant where I had to order 25 copies of the book in order to get one copy of this Doug Mahnke Metal as Hell Wonder Woman cover. Look at that cover. What the shoot? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. She's playing a guitar. Oh, I'm so filled with joy. What a great... Now, I wish they had sent me this as a poster. This would go up in my shop immediately. Oh, and there's hordes of zombies in the background. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, this one's going to be worth a little bit of money. I don't know how much. Maybe $20, $25, $30, something like that. It's not going to be crazy, I don't think. But, yeah, this is a great cover. Let's see. What else? Right? Badass Wonder Woman is pretty good, right? X-Men does a good job with the cast list, usually. That's true. We also got some DC superhero girls based on the hit animated series. We got some more of these. These came in last week because I accidentally got them from both Diamond and DC. So now I have a bunch for the kids. Next up, Justice League number 49. A League Divided. If we fail, your planet dies. Oh, that doesn't bode well. I hope they don't fail. And who is this by? It's got the John Stewart Green Lantern, which I like. I'm so tired of Hal Jordan, for real. So this is by Cy Spurrier and Aaron Lopresti, and this is part 2. I still have issues of part 1, copies of part 1. Oh, the world is filled with heroes. And it's the superheroes of the DC universe hanging out with first responders and life-saving doctors who are look, he's got a mask on and a face shield. So let's see, we got 2, 4, 6 copies of the regular cover. And then I'm supposed to have 6 of the alternate cover. 2, 4, 6. And this is another digital painting of the whole team. I like the crackle around Flash's speed. That's pretty cool. Little lightning bolts. That's awesome. I love a good drawing of the Flash, especially if they can make it dynamic. Next up is Metal Men number 8 by Dan DiDio and Shane Davis. 12-issue maxi series. This is issue 8. I haven't read a single issue of this. Nightwing. Not a big Shane Davis fan, TBH. Nightwing number 72, Journey to Joker War, which is the big thing that's coming up in the DC books, Joker War. And Punchline, the brand new character who is the Joker's new hench person, girlfriend. And it's got Batgirl. I love Batgirl. Ooh, and kissing. I see a kiss. So let's see. 2, 4, 6 copies of the regular cover. And 5 copies, 2, 4, 5 of the variant cover. So a while ago, Dick Grayson was shot in the head. And it was cute. On the cover, the bullet made a little Nightwing symbol, which doesn't make sense. That's not how bullets work, because the Nightwing symbol is a V, and the scar was a V, which I don't think that's how bullets. I don't think bullets just turn. Unless you're in the Wanted universe, starring Angelina Jolie, where they can curve the bullet. But yeah, my dude was shot in the head quite a while ago, and he lost his memory, and decided, and everyone else was like, oh, it's okay. Eventually, Dick, eventually all of your memories will come back and you'll be your old self again and all this other stuff. And everyone was sort of mourning the fact that he was no longer the Dick Grayson that they knew, right? But the interesting thing about that was he didn't care. He was like, well, I don't have a memory of that guy. I'm tired of everyone waiting for my memory to come back of being that guy. It's time for me to just be a different guy. I'm just going to be who I am moving forward. And I'm not going to be a slave to my past and being the Dick Grayson that everyone knows. So I think he even changed his name from Dick Grayson to like Nick Grayson or Mick Grayson or something that rhymes with Dick, but I forget what it is. And then I fell off, but I just thought that was a neat idea. Pulling a little crow action with the fire symbol. Kids, ask your grandparents what the crow was. And also coming out is Rick Grayson. Thank you. Thank you, Samuel David. It was Rick Grayson, R-I-C, Rick. And then Melissa, Melly G, what's up? How y'all doing? Welcome. Also coming out this week is Strange Adventures number 3 of 12 by Tom King and Mitch Jarreds and Evan Doc Shaner. And it's got 2 different covers. They always have 2 covers for this book, which they're always very nice. You got the spot varnish. You've got the really nice paper quality. It's sort of satinish and also a nice thick paper stock. And they always mimic each other by 2 different artists. So you got the violence cover and the love cover. So yeah, one by Mitch Jarreds and one by Doc Shaner. And this series is great. I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. Basically, classic hero from the Silver Age, Adam Strange, is a guy who was human, and every so often he gets sucked, right? He gets sucked to this. That was a weird sentence. He gets sucked to a different world called Rann, R-A-N-N. And basically I think it's called a Zeta beam. And it transfers him to that planet. And I'm not sure if it's always the same amount of time, but he's there for a while. And he becomes the hero of that planet because he's there. And then the Zeta beam wears off and he gets transported back to Earth. And so the conceit of this story is to deal with war heroes. So this guy, Adam Strange, comes back to Earth, having been a hero on Rann, an alien planet, writes a tell-all book, which is very popular, and he is lauded as a war hero here on Earth because of his exploits in the war on the other planet. And then questions start to come up. And inconsistencies. And so Batman, I guess he's accused of murder. And so he goes to Batman and says, hey, Bats, we're buddies. You know me. I want you to research this and do some digging and make it clear that this is not true, et cetera, et cetera. And then Batman, the world's greatest detective, says, well, I'm a little too close to this. I'm going to give it to Mr. Terrific, who is another one of the world's smartest men. And so Mr. Terrific decides he's going to take on the case and do some digging and figure out what's what. And it's a mystery. It's a detective story featuring classic superheroes, and it's very adult. It's not for the kids. It's not like it's got nudity in it or anything. But boy, it's really good. It's only 2 issues in. This is the 3rd one. This will be out next week. But it is really good. I'm not a big fan of everything Tom King does. I would say I'm a fan of some things Tom King does. He did Vision for Marvel, which was great. A great 12-issue series. Again, dealing with classic characters in an adult and sophisticated way. And then he also did, what was the other one I liked? Oh, what was it called? Mr. Miracle. Miracle Man? No, Mr. Miracle. And that's another really good one. So he's back, and this is awesome. Anyway, sorry. That was a rambling explanation. 2, 4, 6 of one cover. And then I should have 7 of this cover. 2, 4, 6, 7. Bam. Glad to be able to catch you live. I enjoy these videos. Thank you, Melly G. Who am I thinking of? Wasn't there like a singer? Is that Melly B? Who's Melly? Who am I thinking of? Also, next week, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 12, wrapping up the 12-issue maxi series featuring Jimmy Olsen. This has been, oh, look at this cover by Ben Oliver. Look at that Ben Oliver cover. He's great. Yeah. So this is a really fun series. It's weird as hell. It jumps around. It's told in fragments, but it's interesting. I like what he's doing. By Matt Fraction and Steve Lieber. Pretty funny book. And then, I think, is this it? Last but not least, we got Teen Titans number 43, KG Beast Hunter. And he's saying this one's for Grayson. I'm thinking of Mel B in the Spice Girls, maybe. Yeah, you're right. That's probably it. Hi, Molly. And then there's an alternate cover by Carrie Rudolph. Rudolph. Carrie Rudolph. Carrie, it's like Khary. And I believe he's one of the artists behind Excellence. About the African-American magic users. It's like Harry Potter meets Michael B. Jordan. Literally, he draws the character to look like Michael B. Jordan. But yeah, this has been great too. I'm really enjoying this Teen Titans run. I like Crush. Lobo's daughter. She's there in the background. I think she's cool. All right, so we got 2 of each of those covers. All right. So if anybody wants any of these books, if you're like, oh, that looks dope, let me know, and I'll put it aside for you. Bam. So yeah, I guess that's it. How you guys doing? It's raining. I got soaked on the way here. Thank God comics are sent in cardboard boxes. Really protect them from the elements like water. But everything, the books came in fine. It just tickles me every time I get a delivery during a giant rainstorm, and they're just sitting on the outdoor steps of my house. So much rain. Ugh. The windows are all foggy. I don't like it. Although it's better than melting my my nipples off. Noel says, give me a heads up when you do. And dude hasn't answered. Okay. I have to mail out an eBay book. I sold both of the variant covers for Walking Dead. Negan Lives. I got one left with the rare silver text. I sold the gold one for quite a bit of money. That was awesome. And then yeah, I got one more of these, and I have to mail out. I have 2 of these. I mailed one out. I have to mail one out today, and the other one is available if anyone wants it. I think it's only like $40. I started reading TT because of your recommendation, JD. Really enjoying it. Teen Titans, right? It's good stuff. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm a little behind, but yeah, I'm a big Teen Titans fan. I've always loved the Teen Titans. So I'm glad that there's finally a Teen Titans. I don't think I've really enjoyed the Teen Titans since Jeff Johns was writing it over a decade ago. I didn't like much of the New 52 Teen Titans stuff, although they did use Danny the Street, which is fun. Speaking of the Doom Patrol poster I just showed you, Danny the Street, I'm on season 1, and Danny the Street shows up. For anyone who doesn't know, Danny the Street is a street. He's a character who is a street with houses on it. It's like a town, like a small town street, and he is a character. It was so dark this morning. I just wanted to make tea and read, but I have to work. Oh, tell me about it. I have to finish this. I'll show you a map I'm working on. For Tony Vacinda, who is doing a Kickstarter for a beard-based, you heard me right, beard-based D&D, well, not D&D, role-playing. I always do that. I mean to say role-playing, but I say D&D. And so he needs a map of all of the different locations, like the tower and the unkempt sea. And there's a satellite. And there's all these different locations, these different worlds. So there's a gem mountain surrounded by a sea of, a forest of stalactites, the one that points up. And there's like Rome meets modern technology. So you got a bunch of modern skyscrapers and some Rome architecture. Oh, my iPad. There's another one of just a sort of a futuristic city. And one of his notes, he sent me some notes. I thought I was done, but he sent some notes. And they were very good notes. I just did them last night. Adding pipes to the bottom. That was a great note. I was like, oh, snap. That's a great idea. And then for this other one, which is a forest planet, adding some roots coming out at the bottom. So that was a really cool note too. I always like when people who commission me make good notes. Sometimes I get a lot of bad notes and I'm like, oh, don't want to do that, do you? And I do it. So yeah, anyway, that's my map. So I got a little bit more work to do on it, but this is going to be a trifold that you get with the Kickstarter, which is kind of fun. It is taking me too long. It is taking me way too long to do it, and I feel really bad. But between everything that's been going on with COVID and being shut in and, wicked depressed and also busy with other things like trying to maintain a store, I'm a little behind schedule. Oh, that was a really nice map. Thank you, Samuel David. I am very talented. Thank you. Well, that's nice to hear. I also have to do a pet portrait. The next thing is up is a pet portrait for Disco the cat for July 25th. What's today's date? The 10th. Great. That's not so bad. So yeah, if anyone ever wants a pet portrait, hit me up. I guess that's it, you guys. Those are awesome looking maps. Thank you. I've never drawn maps before. I'll tell you, man, if you like maps, my buddy Mario on Instagram, my dude makes the best maps. And he does them for like major cities. And that's like his thing now. He's like a map maker. But they're very sort of like big and cool. And let me show you, very stylized. Mario Zucca. His Instagram is Mario_ZUCCA. And he also does these really cool stickers of different sports folks. I don't know how he did that. He must have used Photoshop, but that's a pretty cool GIF. He sells them on his Etsy store, and he's got a really cool style that I like. He works with these different styles, and it was fun to watch him create that style and develop it. So that's one style he's got. And then he's got another style where he does these really great likenesses, which he's so talented. Look at these portraits. Son of a jerk. Jeff Goldblum. Oh, I'm so annoyed at him. He's so talented. But he's also like the sweetest. So joke's on me. He's nice and talented. But so the maps. I keep looking at these likenesses. They're so good. Where's these maps? Where are you at? I'm going through his scrolling. That's just a I'm trying to find it. Is there one with like a whole map on it? These are just close-ups of his awesome maps. He did one for Philadelphia. I should sell it here. Oh, here we go. I don't even know. That's not even really a map, though, is it? It's just a... Oh, he did a thing for Sheets. their big truck. That's all his artwork on there. Anyway, Mario_Zuka. You guys should be following him on Instagram and hit him up for work. Although I don't know if he probably doesn't have time to do work. He's so busy. Disco good, says action figure expert. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Sunday at 10:30 a.m., we're going to be doing the Spoiler Alert Gutter Talk podcast, which have been mushed together, and now I think it's just going to be called the Cult Pop Podcast. That's it. That's the name of the show, Cult Pop Podcast. We're going to do reviews of this week's comic books and then also some other chit-chat. So you can either join us at the beginning for the spoiler alert section where we talk about the books, or you could join us probably about 45 minutes into it, and then we'll just be doing the gutter talk section of the show, which is more overarching conversation about pop culture and about movies and everything that's going on in the industry, etc., etc. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. And if you need anything, please hit me up. I'll be here all day. I'll be here all tomorrow. I'll be here every day. Let me know. Thanks so much, guys. Love you. I'll talk at you later.